So what about the presentation? Let's talk about the presentation. Are you skilled and confident in your presentation? Now, how do you do that? How do you become skilled in your presentation? You practice. Now, there's a saying that goes, practice makes perfect, but practice makes perfect the things that you're doing. And if you're doing things imperfectly, you get good at doing things imperfectly. So do you understand how to do the presentation? You do that by watching people that have done it through the training. You duplicate it. You've got a model to follow. You also, I think in the presentation, just for input from everybody here that's watching this, there's a tendency to tell all that we know. You don't want to get into all that you know. You want to talk about those areas that are most important to the business person that you're talking to. If your life insurance agent came to you and went through every word of every paragraph of every page of your life insurance contract, if you ever woke up from a coma that they have put you in, you probably wouldn't buy anything. So you need to talk about what is important to them. So how do you find out what is important to them? You find out what's important to them by going through the needs analysis, asking questions. On the back of the directory listings, you've got the questions to find out where they've used attorneys, where they've used consultants, what their needs are in the future. Find out where they are. How do you find out where they are? You ask questions. I like to use the needs analysis sheet in the presentation book because it has a good outline of things that you can ask. When you ask those questions and then they tell you they've used it, then you can find out how. And if I could show you a way to have access to that more affordably, more effectively, would that interest you? Or if it was already paid for and you didn't have to pay for any additional collection letters, or you didn't have to pay for any additional consultation on setting up your website, or any of the other things that they may mention that they have an interest in. Was that something you would use or you would use more? So you find out that information. Would you like me to show you how to do that? So bottom line, you ask questions and you're going to show them the part of the plan that's going to help them for the things that they're interested in. Features, advantages, benefits. So many people I see where their downfall is they say too much instead of, and they're doing talking instead of asking and listening. You do not control the sales interview in your presentation by what you say. You control it by what you ask. When I asked you a question, by the way, how much time did you, sitting right there right now, allocate to watch this video? Just think out loud, how much time did you allocate? Well, when you were answering my question, you may have thought you were in control because you were talking, but I was in control because you were responding to something that I asked you. While I'm talking right now, although I may think I'm in control, you could be doing anything. You could be watching the television, you could be doing anything else. I'm not in control. You control it by what you ask, then listening and showing how we can help them through those areas. Features, advantages, benefits, FAB. What are the features of our plan? What are the advantages of each feature? But most importantly, you need to take each feature and the advantages of that, and you need to talk about what is a benefit of that to that business owner. How's it going to benefit the business owner because of that feature? How's it going to benefit the business owner that they can get a free website as part of our small business plan? One of the features is you get the free website. The advantage to you is you've got people to help you with that, to set that up. The benefit to you is you're going to have an internet presence that will help you to make more sales, help you to do a better job. So take the features, advantages, benefits, turn every feature into a benefit. And you're going to get objections. For example, this is too expensive, or I don't have the time. But I do want to mention the too expensive because a lot of times people think that they talk about, well, this costs too much. There's a cost and there's an investment really, but there's a cost of owning our membership and there's a cost of not owning a membership. It's my basic premise to you that the cost of not owning our membership is greater than the cost of owning the membership. You and I need to show the individual we're talking to in the presentation that it costs more not to own a membership than it does to own it. How much is it going to cost you to not get the information you need? How much is it going to cost you because you don't even know what you don't know? How much is it going to cost you to know you have a problem but go to the traditional sources of consultants and attorneys to get those answers? How much is that going to cost you? And so there's a cost if you do and there's a cost if you don't. And my statement to you is, and what your job and my job is to show the business owner it costs more not to own our membership than it does to own the membership now. They're spending money now. They've got future expenditures. the best, least expensive way, the best investment they can make is in our small business plan. And never forget that that business owner you're talking to is interested really in two things. How much is this going to cost, and what is it going to do for me? So you can talk about all these other things, but are the benefits that you're talking about, are the words that you're using, are the things that you're saying, is your attention and the time that you're investing in them, is it talking about what's in it for them, and how much is it going to cost to own the membership, and how much will it cost to not own the membership?